today's edition of the News in Brief. In the headlines, group accuses government of doing too little to seek justice for murdered Ghanaians in the Gambia. There appears to be a consensus for a national equity fund to support SMEs. And former WBO super bantamweight champion Isaac Dogbe seeks yet another day with Mexican nemesis. The African Center for International Law and Accountability is accusing the government of Ghana of not doing enough to seek justice for the 44 Ghanaians said to have been murdered on the orders of ex-president of the Gambia, Yahya Jammeh, in 2005.
ANCILA's Executive Director William Nyakun says in spite of assurances by the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Madam Shirley Ayoko-Botwe, that President Akufo-Addo is highly committed to seeking justice for the victims, there is very little to show for it.
We would expect that the government would have contacted the victims' families, would have made meaningful contacts with the governments of the Gambia and the Senegal, would have reopened an investigation into this matter.
There is rising tension in the Gambia after 3 Yahya Jammeh hitmen who have confessed to taking part in the killings were released by the Truth, Reconciliation and Reparation Commission, set up to probe and compensate persons known to have suffered under the regime.
Before all that shooting, were you told what you were supposed to do?
Okay, when we arrived at the ground,
yes,
Solo said these people are mercenaries. The order from the head of state, the former president Yahya Jammeh, is they are all to be executed.
Any national equity fund to support small and medium-sized industries should be a tradable recurrent fund capable of self-sustenance, according to Dr. Lord Mensah, a senior lecturer of the University of Ghana Business School.
Dr. Lord Mensah was contributing to discussions at the Graphic Business Stanbic Bank breakfast meeting on building a national equity fund to support SMEs and said a dormant fund is more likely to collapse in a short time.
It shouldn't be a fund that people contribute or investors contribute and it's closed. And the fund will be sitting by itself. And sometimes those contributions don't come. And you know how sensitive SME businesses are. If you're not getting contribution and then the performance from the SME side or those who derive the benefit from the fund is not forthcoming, trust me, the fund can go down.
On the same subject, a partner and director at PricewaterhouseCoopers, Edward Gumado, described the proposal to set up an equity fund to support SMEs as a laudable one that should be carefully structured.
Now, this initiative is laudable, and from conversations with foreign direct investors, if it is well structured, if it is well organized, this is something they would be interested in supporting and putting their monies into. We also need to be careful not to be drawn into politicization of this initiative or the over-politicization of the initiative. We need to look at it more from a merit-based system.
Revenge appears etched on the mind of Ghana's former World Boxing Organization super bantamweight champion Isaac Dogbe. The baby-faced diminutive hitman is seeking a third fight against the hard-hitting Mexican brawler Emmanuel Navarrete, who destood Dogbe and stripped him of his belt.
The then WBO super bantamweight champion lost his title to Navarrete and failed yet again in the rematch in the space of 6 months. But Dogbe is convinced he may be lucky this third time by battling his conqueror in a different weight class. Listen to him.
I'm in the best weight category. So look at me, man. I filled up already.
Yeah.
After the fight. So we're coming at 126, 130. So we're gonna come up. Navarrete, I know you're a warrior. Best, all the best in your next fight coming up, and I know we're gonna meet again. We're gonna meet again. Isaac Royal Storm Dogbe. No!
That's all we have for you in today's edition of the News in Brief. For more news, you can visit graphic.com.gh or you can follow us on Facebook at Daily Graphic Ghana. My name is Juliet Ichansa. Thank you for watching.